Welcome to Rod's Tree Tours of the University of Nevada, Reno Arboretum. My name is Rod Hollenbeek, aka the Tree Hunter. I am your host for this tree tour. This is the Around Clark Administration tree tour. It starts at the east door of Clark Administration Building and goes clockwise around the building and grassy areas, ending at the northeast corner of the building. There is a pause of 2 seconds after each tree to let you get to the next tree, but if you haven't yet reached the tree, or if you need a little extra time to locate or contemplate it, please press pause until you are ready, then press play. Okay, let's get started. Walk toward 9th Street until you reach the corner of the building at number 1 on the map. There are 3 small trees there. Pagoda Dogwood, scientific name Cornus alternifolia, planted 1989, native to eastern and midwestern North America. This dogwood is different from all other dogwoods. Its leaves are arranged in whorls at the end of the branch, while the other dogwoods have leaves arranged opposite each other on the branch. This is usually a shrub, and is rather uncommon in northern Nevada landscapes. Turn onto the sidewalk going down toward Manzanita Lake. The medium-sized tree to the left at number 2 on the map has compound leaves. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, a compound leaf has a central stem attached to the branch with a number of leaflets coming out from it. In this case 7 or 9 leaflets, and a simple leaf has only 1 leaflet coming out from it. The Pagoda Dogwood at number 1 has simple leaves. This compound leaf tree is autumn purple ash, scientific name Fraxinus americana autumn purple, native to the eastern U.S. In the eastern forests, this species contributes to the overall joy of leaf peeping season because of its orange-brown or yellow fall color. Autumn purple ash is more popular than the species because its fall colors are even brighter. It was introduced in 1956. The tree whose leaves have uneven bases a few feet farther toward Manzanita Lake at number 3 is Common Hackberry. Scientific name Celtis occidentalis, planted 1990, native to eastern and midwestern North America. It has insignificant white flowers, followed by red or purple single berries in fall. Its fall leaf color is dull yellow. Please press pause and retrace your steps, once again heading toward 9th Street. There's a tree to the right at number 4 with limbs branching out at about 3 feet. Press play. This is Star Magnolia, scientific name Magnolia stellata. This hybrid of 2 other magnolias was first grown in France in the 1820s, and since that time has become a favorite landscape plant with many cultivars of various bloom colors. It is native to Japan and was introduced to the trade in 1862. It is quite popular because of its abundant white flowers about 4 inches across with 12 to 18 long, thin petals. This particular tree shrub, a plant that can have either a tree or shrub form, was moved from an area south of the Fleischmann Ag building a couple of years ago and is doing quite well. Take the path toward the lake. On your left, between the path and the ore ditch at number 5, is another tree moved a couple of years ago, Littleleaf Linden, scientific name Tilia cordata. Native to Europe, it has been planted since ancient times and is used in parks and along streets today because it does not have messy fruits and because it stays small. It has yellow fall color. Ahead, straddling the path at number 6, is a group of Norway Spruces, scientific name Picea abies, native to Central and Northern Europe. Its branches tend to droop on each side of the limb, and the limbs tend to droop from the trunk. It has cones 4 to 6 inches long. It is often planted because it has relatively few problems. The short weeping tree between the linden and the Norway spruces at number 7 is the first of 4 weeping trees on this tour, Weeping Norway Spruce, scientific name Picea abies pendula. Plant sellers have an astonishing variety of dwarf and weeping Norway spruces for sale. The weepers don't get very large in height or area, so they can be planted in areas with limited space. Each plant has a distinctive shape. Please press pause and continue on the path until it stops at a seating area, then head right and toward the lake to the second weeping tree at number 8. Press play. This is Weeping Pussy Willow, scientific name Salix caprea pendula. The species is native to Europe, Western Asia, and Central Asia. This cultivar was discovered in the wild in 1853. The name comes from the fuzzy buds in late winter. This tree is quite uncommon in northern Nevada. Please press pause and walk along the lake shore to the tree at number 9, then press play. This is an elm, scientific name Ulmus sp. There are many elm trees on campus and, except for Siberian elm with smaller leaves, they all look similar. Elm tree seeds are half-inch discs. This tree was probably planted when the artificial Manzanita Lake was built in 1911. The purple-leaved tree toward the building at number 10 is Canada Red Chokecherry, scientific name Prunus virginiana Canada Red. This cultivar of the North American native chokecherry has leaves which come out green and turn maroon in May and June. The purple fruits are a delicacy for birds, but are pretty tart when eaten out of hand. This is a popular street tree because of its tubular clusters of white flowers, but it requires a lot of maintenance. Its abundant root suckers need to be removed a couple of times each year. Keep heading toward the building, where at number 11 you will encounter the third weeping tree, Weeping Mulberry, scientific name Morus alba pendula, planted 1990, a dwarf cultivar of the white mulberry. The cultivar is grafted onto a white mulberry trunk, and the branches grow only slightly taller than the graft. Because of the thick foliage all around the tree, branches inside the outer layer don't receive enough light to support leaves, and they have to be pruned out to keep the tree presentable. Head toward the lake. Next to a brick wall at number 12 is Japanese flowering cherry, scientific name Prunus cerulata. Native to Japan, China, and Korea, it is one of about a gazillion cultivars. Its leaves are finely toothed. It has a profusion of white or pink 1-inch flowers around the 1st of April, and it has blush fall color. This particular tree has abundant white flowers in spring. Proceed north along the lakeshore to see the next few trees. The tree at number 13 is Eastern Cottonwood, scientific name Populus deltoides, also planted in 1911, which is native to eastern North America. This tree is fast growing and provides both shade and windbreak to farms and towns in the Midwest. However, it has weak branches which are constantly falling on lawns, as well as cotton, the misty seeds which cause snowstorms in June. This tree uses a lot of water, so the city of Reno, concerned about water conservation, has an ordinance prohibiting planting of this or any other cottonwood. The tree at number 14 is Candicans White Fir, scientific name Abies concolor Candicans, planted 1987. White fir is native to the Sierra Nevada and makes up about a third of the trees in the Lake Tahoe area. It is identified by upright cones on the top fourth of the tree and by flat needles which stick out perpendicular to the branch. Candicans differs from the species in that its needles are larger and are silver gray. The tree wider than it is tall at number 15 is white spruce, scientific name Picea glauca. It is native to the northern U.S. and southern Canada. This spruce has 2-inch long cones and dwarfs well. There are many dwarf cultivars on the market. White spruce branches grow level or upward. There are only 2 of these trees on campus. The Nevada State Champion is on the Front Lawn Tree Tour. The tree at number 16 near the lake is the 4th weeping tree, Weeping Higan cherry, scientific name Prunus subhirtella pendula plena rosea. This popular cultivar of the Japanese native Higan cherry has a graft, usually at about 6 feet, and the branches sweep up and then downward. The tree can reach 30 feet in height. It has double pink flowers and, in good years, it has bright yellow fall colors. The blue-green conifer at number 17 is a young Colorado blue spruce, scientific name Picea pungens glauca. When these trees are planted, they have a beautiful conical shape like this tree. When the tree gets older, it becomes more round-headed. The 2 tall conical conifers at number 18 are Giant Sequoia, scientific name Sequoiadendron giganteum, planted 1987. This native of the western slope of the Sierra Nevada grows quickly. The Nevada State Champion is only 85 years old, but is 130 feet tall with a diameter of 8 feet. This species has egg-sized and shaped cones and all shaped needles. The last tree in this line at number 19 is green ash, scientific name Fraxinus pennsylvanica, a native of eastern North America. It also has compound leaves with 5 to 9 leaflets and reliable bright yellow fall color. For these reasons, green ash is one of the 5 most planted trees in northern Nevada. But there's trouble ahead. An insect called the western ash borer has caused an epidemic of dead 50-year-old green ashes, and no way has been yet found to stop it. Please press pause and turn around and head down the sidewalk that goes to the door in the center of the Clark, opposite the lake. If you would like, you can go to the autumn purple ash at number 2 and compare it with the green ash. If not, go to the small tree left of the sidewalk at number 20 and press play. This is Crabapple, scientific name Malus sp, a tree cultivated for thousands of years because it stays small, it has gorgeous flowers in spring, and its fruits, if present, are small and not messy in a lawn setting. Young crabapples have smooth bark, but older ones like this have shaggy and mottled bark. The tall conifer with long needles in bunches of 3 at number 21 is Jeffrey pine, scientific name Pinus jeffreyi. It is native to the Sierra Nevada and is the most populous tree on the eastern flank. Some people have problems distinguishing between Jeffrey pine and the similar-looking ponderosa pine. Ponderosa pine has small, fist-sized cones, and its bark has no smell, while Jeffrey pine has 6-inch cones, and its bark smells to most people like vanilla. If you feel really ambitious or feel curious about differentiating these pines, please press pause and go around Manzanita Lake and look for a similar-looking tree between Manzanita Hall and the lake. Please press pause and turn left onto the sidewalk with steps at the side of the building. Look at the tree to the left at number 22 and press play. This is northern red oak, scientific name Quercus rubra, planted late 1980s. a native of eastern North America. The leaves with pointed lobes are indicative of the red oak group. Northern red oak is an excellent ornamental tree for northern Nevada because it has red, orange, and yellow fall color, has few problems, and grows rapidly. This tree was dedicated to Joe Crowley, former president of UNR. Please press pause and go around Clark to the street where, at number 23, there is a large tree next to the building. Press play. This is Tuliptree, scientific name Liriodendron tulipifera, planted 1986. This eastern North America native, which can grow to be the tallest native tree there, is called Tuliptree because both the leaves and the orange and green flowers are shaped like tulip flowers. Its leaves easily identify a tulip tree. This concludes the Around Clark Administration tree tour. Thank you for joining me on this tour. If you would like to support the Arboretum, please see the options on the Donate link on the UNR Arboretum website.